Welcome to Verbal Pick Radio, where we give you a verbal image of life, and we are everyday people. I got my partner Christnu in the building. What's up, Christnu?
What's going on, brother Cole Black, man?
I'm trying to put it down. Now we actually getting into a subject, numerology. You know, and pertaining to numerology, we did. Hey man, how you doing?
I'm doing wonderful.
I know. We gonna get Maylene in the building in a minute. But look. The 2017, which equals 11, 7, 8, 9, 10, which equals 10, which equals 10,
right.
Drop the 0, now you have the year 1.
Right.
Now, 2018 would be the year 2, because that's 11. 1 plus 1 is 2, you got the year 2. But we want to break down 2 because we know that the number 9 is the number of completion. So now we in the year 1. And so now I'm understanding and what I'm seeing with Trump when he's going after the media and he's saying that the media is the biggest problem in America. The whole dynamics of what the American dream and what we idolize, what we saw as being American now is being tested. So now I'm thinking that with black people in America that we can actually... And we should have been doing it in the past, but now we can create our own destiny. As Brother Farrakhan had Savior's Day yesterday, and the theme was have no fear, the future is ours. Don't be afraid. You know, the future is ours, so we have to build up on this period in time. So the question for Brother Christnu is, in this year 1, what are the steps that we can take to take advantage of this new era and this new time, so we can shed some of the negativities or the low frequency vibrations that they tried to put up on us through the media? How can we in this year 1 create a new destiny pathway, a new voyage into time?
Jump into the books.
Come on.
Go check out the movie Doctor Strange. Go check out our brother Jamal on First World Radio with Dr. Eileen Bay. He's real adamant about how important it is to read, and you know how it's a difference when you're taking in knowledge when it's coming out of a book versus when you're listening to audio. Both are viable sources of information, but you need a diverse. You need to consume knowledge in a plethora of different ways. You know.
Right now, what's the basis? What does knowledge do though for an individual? If you have knowledge versus if you don't have knowledge. Oh, and the second question is, knowledge of self, knowledge of the universe. Is that in a particular order, or just get the knowledge?
I would say, get the knowledge that go where your interest is, because when you're interested in something and you want a question answered, then you're gonna have a more ferocious appetite for it. You're gonna really go in, you're gonna be addicted, so yeah, go there, man. This is that 2017 broken down to number 1, which is for knowledge and supreme mathematics and numerology, is that's what this year is about. It's about getting on that knowledge. We know that there was a time where it was quote unquote illegal for us to even get access. Now you got the internet where you can get rare out of print books. You can go and you can get a lot of books for free if you have to. If you online, I mean, it's just all out here. All these things that were hidden in the past, we're in the age of information. We're in the age of Aquarius, which is the age of the knower, of knowing. Right. So get on that knowledge.
Get on that knowledge. See, now sometimes I take a lot of flack. Well, not a lot, but I take some flack because it's it appears to where say, well, that you coming from a angle or perspective of where you're downing those who don't know. And I'm not downing those who don't know because I'm still studying and learning. I'm just simply saying, and And Christnu, if I make error wrong, just correct me on it. But you start off at the, is it the reptilian level or I don't know if it's the animalistic level or the reptilian level. And then as you get knowledge and move forward, then you it's almost as saying that you keep growing until you become a living perpendicular. But you don't start off. You start like as a baby.
Right.
You start off crawling.
Right.
Then you get knowledge and you start off standing. Then you get more knowledge, now you're walking. Then you get more knowledge, now you in the universe where it seems like you're flying, but in a sense of your thoughts are traveling, it's coming back, producing things in real time.
Right.
So then that means that if you beneath a certain degree of knowledge, then I used to say, well, then that would make you act in an animalistic nature, or what they would call a savage. Mm-hmm. And then that's where the flag come in, because it's like, so are you calling a human savage? No, I'm saying that through the process, if you on a reptilian level, then that means that you functioning on a low level, and everybody starts that way. Majority. You don't come here out knowing, put it like this.
Right. So just to add on to what you're saying on the reptilian level, I would advise, people to go check out and go study Sobek and Sobek Ra. Sobek would be the reptilian, which is Kundalini energy, which is life force energy. So we come in to this realm, as a child, as life force energy, as that reptilian energy. Now Sobek Ra is where they put the reptile, and they have a human with a reptile head with a human body. That just represents that one has mastered that Kundalini aspect, that animalistic aspect of self. And that's the balance when you see both. When you see Sobek just as the reptile, that's just one functioning at an animalistic level. Now on the child level, the child comes in. When you talk about the red and black color frequency, when you see Isu in Nigeria and Exu in Brazil with that red and black color frequency, same thing for Set and Satan, or Set, is that, it's coming, because the reason why it's red is because that's the first color frequency of the rainbow, or the root chakra, the Muladhara. So you're coming in as the child, and you're just functioning off of instinct. So it's gimme, cry, I want this. Like animals, like my tortoises, they're reptiles. They beg soon as they see me. They holding their head up. They beg, and they walking towards me. They're functioning at an animalistic level, just like a child. Right. Which there is a purity in that, in a sense that they're just coming from home, where we're going back to, and they haven't been trained, into our politics, so not now. Now the thing is that as long as they grow, they're going to need those politics in order to be able to politic with other people that are their peers, right? So it's a balance. It's a balance in all these things. It's a balance. Yeah.
Is there a stage beyond that stage when you start getting into metaphysics or universal knowledge, or is it all wrapped into one? You know how they say you got different degrees, or even in say karate, you got the white belt, and you might go to brown or black or whatever. Or let's say in as a being, do you elevate more as you put it like this? And some Egyptian mystery systems, they say that when you rise to a certain level, you can go into a certain pyramid where they have the emerald, and your vibration will make it light up green when you get to that stage.
Right. Yeah.
Now can you get to that stage on a level of the Kundalini and the chakras, or do you have to embody all the level and degrees of knowledge to turn on the third eye, to start seeing with the mind instead of your visual eyes, your physical eyes.
Right.
To start letting your mind eyes guide you. Like they had the song back in the day, free your mind and the rest will follow. Mm-hmm. Well, how do you get to the point to where you freeing your mind? Does it go through different degrees and stages of knowledge?
Different stages of knowledge, letting a lot of things go. Like the teacher say, getting into this is not about gaining a lot of things, it's about letting a lot of things go. So in regards to to the emerald lighting up, that's the heart chakra lighting up. That's also Kundalini feeding that heart chakra to where it's in a balance, but it's like a boost. It's when I was studying Kundalini, it reminded me a lot of adrenaline. So they call it the elixir and the poison as well. So that Kundalini can put you in more of a state of an imbalance, or it could also feed it to where your heart chakra just on 10. Okay. So, and that goes for all chakras. It can do that for all chakras.
Yeah, definitely. So we get in the year one. Believe me, we finna solve this thing, because I personally, and from what I experience and what I see, is that it's a time of movement, or I guess that time is saying that if you've been at a certain position for so long, it's time to move to the next phase. Right. If not, then this would be the warning. If not, then you'll be engulfed by the time.
Right.
Or you'll be like the back in the day when you would see the leftovers when they still had a jerry curl. You know what I mean? And you'd be like, man, it's but the time's down there, man, they stuck in that time.
They stuck in that time.
In the time warp. They would say, oh, man, you in the time warp.
Right.
Move, you got to, come on out the time warp. But it was like, hey.
You got to be like water to be ahead of the curve, man. You got to go with the flow, go with your first mind, go with your intuition, and not, most times out of night, you're going to be on point.
And you good. Man, that's what's up, man. Definitely. Because, see, and the reason why we have these shows and talk shows and move throughout is because, you would hear, say, Pac would say, each one teach one, or, that's the duty, or in the lessons it would say, what's the duty of a civilized person is to teach the uncivilized. Mm-hmm. Because why do you want to share knowledge? What's the purpose of sharing knowledge? Let's say, for instance, you got 10 people in the community, right? Mm-hmm. Say I got my son, say another father, his son, we teaching knowledge, right? Mm-hmm. But we don't share what we learned with the rest of the 8.
Okay.
So then our children go outside and play, and now they might be fighting, or he might get into a fight, or they might pick up sticks or whatever, fighting each other over disagreement. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And we come outside and say, what y'all fighting over? Mm-hmm. And then, and it's like, well, they fighting because one see it this way, the one may see it that way, but the knowledge wasn't on the table.
Okay.
Once you grab the knowledge, if everybody's reading, you don't have to read out the same book, but if everybody's reading, like you said, then we should be able to sit down and handle things diplomatically.
Right.
Right. But the fault is I couldn't get mad if my child came home scarred up, because I didn't go out and share the knowledge with the other children.
Okay.
I just kept it within the house.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So that would create a problem.
Okay.
So I couldn't be mad.
Right.
Because then they would say, well, did you share the knowledge with the rest of the community? And I'm like, well, no, I just shared it with mine. Well, okay, well, there you go then.
Well, this is something that I was just talking to my family about, is that we're working towards getting to a point to where, these mishaps and these, these things that seem like stumbling blocks and pitfalls, that we can avoid them altogether. And, like they say, we may have said before, a wise man learns from his mistakes. A wiser man learns from the mistakes of others. So I remember even in that movie, Dawn of the Dead, Vin Rames said that when he was folding up the flag for some other cops that got killed, he was saying one thing on the mic, but in his mind he was thinking better than me.
Right.
Same exact motif.
Right.
So we're working towards where we're getting to a level to where we can see imbalance outside of self, but we're working on having the least amount of imbalance on the scales as possible to where we get to a point where we're telling more of examples of things that we've observed versus things that we've experienced ourselves in terms of an imbalance.
Right.
Where we have a whole lot to give in terms of our balance, to even avoid these, quote unquote mishaps happening in the first place.
So let me ask you, so then that means that would it be better if I come to you and I'm trying to explain something to you, or I'm trying to get a viewpoint across, if I came to you with mathematics, facts, and science, that way it don't seem as though this is just my opinion or my thought. Should we owe each other that respect?
Where I'm at with it is that is working all of loved ones and family to a point to where we're in such a state of balance, and we done powered up so much to where we just have many coming to us to eat, to get that, consume that knowledge, to eat that knowledge, to get some good game, to get some good words, how y'all function the way, how y'all get y'all family business together like that, how you on this well building, how you investing in gold, how you on this, this L2050, you know what I mean? How you
I want to give all the game. I want to give, because they gave it to me.
They gave me the game,
Come on, man.
So, yeah.
Okay. So definitely, this is the renewed mind for the new year. So definitely, man. So I advise, and from a personal perspective, I would advise everyone out there to grab a book. Grab a book. I mean, it starts there, and like Brother Christnu said, in whatever field that interests you, and grow from there. That way, when I come outside, you come outside. It's not one looking down at another, one looking up. It's like, man, what you learned today, man? If I learned, and we building. So now I take knowledge from you, take knowledge from, and we move forward.
Right.
And it's all good.
Right.
Come on.
And one more thing, nothing against, the books, the entertainment books, and the scandal books that read like Love and Hip Hop. If you can get some books, man, that's on some science, that's on some knowledge, something that can help that mind grow in some of these, more perhaps abstract areas when it comes to our people, then get your hands on one of them.
Man, that's what's up. This is Vero Pick Radio. Appreciate you for being on the show, Brother Christnu.
Appreciate you.
Anything like that before we get out?
Man, I just like to ask the people, man, just, hey, man, keep staying on that high vibratory thought vibrations. Good thoughts, good thoughts, good deeds, and good words.
And we gonna end it on that note, and we got you.